Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The Utah Jazz begin the game with the basketball. Bledsoe to Harden. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
To Harden. For three. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Bledsoe at the basketball, trailing by 4. To Mo Bamba. And coasting in for 2.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
DeRozan, now to Jordan, down low. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Bledsoe. Misfires, it's no good. Bell, down low to Jordan. To Teague. Has a chance. DeRozan with a shot off the mark.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Eric Bledsoe missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. Cashes in for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Jeff Teague has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. And count the basket inside.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
It's DeRozan. Jazz have it. To the rim, lays it up and in.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Teague to Parker. Bell to Teague. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a look. Almost, but no good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Teague with it up top. 5-point game. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Fareed, a shot won't go. Sixers control it. Teague, terrific vision. Jordan Bell with the dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Surveys the floor. Bledsoe to Fareed. Counted.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
DeRozan with it. Down 5. Danilo Gallinari pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Fires the 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Knocked loose. DeRozan against Harden. Not that time. To Parker. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Fareed. Marcin Gortat with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Eric Bledsoe able to recover with the block. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Harden. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Brunson to Gortat. Shot from the lane won't go. And the basket good at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
DeRozan with the basketball. Down 11. Baseline drive. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
And stuffs it home. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Jazz out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
To Brunson. To Gortat. Trying to cash in. No good. And counted at the rim.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Brunson. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark. Runner's good there.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Another chance. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And the finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sixers have the basketball. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I'd say his game is translating to the league just fine.
Harden into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Harden in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Sixers control it. Teague matched up with Seth Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth?
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Bell. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Count the basket inside.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Not that time. Dedmon defended by DeMar DeRozan. And scores. Strong take.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
DeRozan with the basketball. Bell to Parker. Jabari Parker. That's three now on 4 shots.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
And the rebound taken down by Bell. Fareed, a shot won't go.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
To Seth Curry. Has a chance. A shot no good there by Curry.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
DeRozan here against Harden. Slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
That misses with 3 seconds left. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports.
Back to
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. Knocked loose. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Jeff Teague. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game, and they get a really good lather.
Working hard on the glass. And the rebound's grabbed by Fareed.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now it's Harden at the controls. And he finishes at the rim. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Won't go. Teague. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Parker with it. Down a bundle. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Trying to cash in. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
4-3. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. To Fareed. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Harden here against Ginobili. Now that's a contest. Knocked loose. Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Teague with it up top. Looking to make something happen. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
To Fareed. Jeff Teague swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Teague. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game, the 76ers, number 13.
And the rebound taken in by Utah. He gets it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knock loose. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
James Harden at the controls. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
I got ball. I got some for him.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3/4 complete. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Has a look. Bledsoe shot misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Ah, rocking the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
DeRozan here against Harden. To Jordan. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Sixers have the basketball. DeRozan. Kenneth Faried snatching it out of the air. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. DeRozan. Nice pass to set things up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Eric Bledsoe, 4 out of 7.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Teague. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Harden up against DeRozan. To Bledsoe. Trying to cash in. Bledsoe shot off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Mo Bamba. Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
The drive, right to the basket. Jabari Parker. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
The 76ers, number 1, Malik Monk. Stepping in,
Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Malik Monk at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Jazz have the ball. Bledsoe. To Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. With James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, with great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
DeMar DeRozan, now 4 for 9.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To DeRozan. The monster stuff.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Bledsoe.
number 1.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Fires the 3, and the rebound comes down to Jordan. Teague with the basketball. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go. To Harden. Stuffs it down with authority.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
DeRozan with it. His guys trail by 10. Runner here won't go. To Harden. From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound Bamba.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz.
76ers ball.
A shot at the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it for my partner.